Animal Farm. This is a novel written by George Orwell in 1945. Animal Farm is described as a farm which is composed of different animals. And while writing this novel, the author was reflecting to the real history that happened in Russia. After reading the whole novel, I, Bananeza Adelit, I'm going to present about the reflection about Boxer, who is in Animal Farm. Who is Boxer in Animal Farm? Boxer was a horse, and he was the strongest horse in the whole farm. He was not the most intelligent, but he was very respected by other animals because he was calm, and he was very liked with by other animals. Benjamin liked him in secret. He was the strongest, and he was very respected due to his hard work. Likes about Boxer. Boxer was a hard worker, and this was among his slogan, which was saying, "I will work harder, I will work harder." He was that kind of animals which respected others, where he always said Napoleon is always right. Napoleon was their I can say that he was their boss or their king in the whole farm. He was the one to lead everything. Napoleon was their leader, and everything that Napoleon said for Boxer was right. Boxer was an independent worker. He was committed, he was persistent, and he was always humble. Because even in rebellion, Boxer was there calm, without kind of disrespecting. He was really a committed and a persistent animal in the whole farm. However, there are some dislikes about Boxer. Boxer was ignorant. He lacked self-awareness. He had no self-love. He had high pride, and he let others thinking for him. For example, when about ignorance, he was a hard worker without even thinking about himself. For instance, because during the fight he had a wound, but he continued working harder, increasing hours of working without caring about his life, caring about his how he is injured. He had no self-love. He lacked self-awareness. He was very old, but he didn't know how to work according to his age. He had pride, where he was thinking that if he's not there, the windmill will not be built. So Boxer had some bad qualities. For me, after seeing how Boxer was a hard worker, I become disappointed while reading the book, and at the end I feel very disappointed because, for example, he gave all to the farm, to the success of the farm, while building the windmill, while fighting against humans. But after all, he was injured while working on the windmill. He was a hard worker, but this didn't unfortunately, he was betrayed by Napoleon, and he was sold by pigs. Can you imagine? He worked hard every day, every night, but at the end, when he became injured while working on the windmill, other animals brought him on, saying that they're going to bring him on the hospital, but it was where? It was in the butchery to be sold, and the money he was sold, the pigs used the money to buy whiskey. Can you imagine? They didn't honor his, even their hard worker. They didn't honor these pigs. They didn't honor the corpse of their other animals, and they choose to sell them against the money to buy whiskey. This is very, very, very sad. So, as a recommendation or as a moral lesson that you can take from this, from Boxer was a very hard worker. So we should also work hard. We should work hard in everything we do, put much effort, but we have to have self-awareness. Know if your capabilities are limited there. Please know yourself, know your strength, know your weaknesses, and there you will be able to work accordingly. Express your thoughts. Don't always wait that people are the one to think for you. Don't always sit there executing what all others are saying. Yes, it is good to be a good follower, but also we have to express what we are thinking, not always being like, it's okay, yes, you are right, we have to think for ourselves. Also, we have to care about our lives. Our lives is the most expensive gift that we have. So we don't have to take it for granted. We have to care about our lives. Even when we are studying, we have to study, but putting our priority to take care of our life, because we can't study if we are not alive. We can't work if we are not alive. And after, if we don't care about ourselves after studying, if we die, for example, due to lack of awareness or due to carelessness, there will be many other students. If we are workers, there will be other workers who will come and replace us after dying. What's the importance of that? We should care about ourselves everywhere, in everything we do. We should work hard, but care about our lives and have self-awareness. Thank you very much for your kind attention to this reflection. Thank you.